My name is Maleah and I'm 9 years old. My biggest struggles were with math and my handwriting a lot.
She really struggled with word problems initially, and being a former teacher, I was trying to help her with them, and I could see that she was not making the connection at all. The words were not she was not comprehending the words to make the connection of what she needed to do, and so it was a struggle.
And what about any struggles at home?
Forgetting things.
Oh yeah, I forgot stuff a lot.
I forgot was a constant thing that we heard a lot, and it was very frustrating. Tantrums and different, having problems transitioning from one activity to another would kind of set her off a lot of times.
Do you remember what your biggest goal was when you started the training?
I think my biggest goal was to stop hearing I forgot and to start having just better behavior at home.
What's math like for you now at school?
Well, it's easier.
When we were doing LearningRx, she would be in the back seat on the way home doing her word problems, and she'd be telling me, and she'd be, "Is this how you answer it?" And she would have figured them out by the time we even got home.
On her own?
On her own.
On her own processing
Yeah,
speed.
totally on her own. So that was great that she was comprehending more, and she was able to actually figure it out on her own. We stopped hearing I forgot almost completely, which was great, because as a mom you already repeat yourself multiple times, and then to have a child who has a lower memory just compounded it, and so it was great to not have to constantly nag and ask and redirect, and so that was a huge improvement.
And we can give her multiple things to do and she'll do it. Before, she was like a butterfly, all over the place, all over this, right? Much more focused.
Yes, much more focused. You can tell her to do a task and she completes the entire task and doesn't get distracted in the middle of it and have to tell her, well, you need to go back and finish this. So that is huge too.
And a couple of things, getting dressed in the morning was a huge thing, right? Now we pick out our clothes before we go to bed, we get up, we have dressed, no issues.
Mornings were just usually a tantrum.
And then, like the other day, she decided to go outside and just weed the garden. Those kind of tasks we've noticed a big improvement in. Just that, right? Self-motivated, on task, get stuff done.
Yeah.
I miss when you go to work. Well, at school, we do, at the end, the teachers make a award for each person. That each person gets an award that's a different character trait than every other person. And so mine was teachable. She said that was really big, and so she said to hold on to that award.
But basically, she got it because she knows how now to process and go for at the end instead of just getting frustrated and giving up. She would go back and make sure she understood it to get through it, to understand it. So before, she just would have given up and went.
What are your hopes and dreams for the future now?
Need to get a job. So I haven't been.
What about next year? You think next year will be easier because we went to LearningRx? Yeah. Well, we strive. We want them to do well in school, so that when we found out her processing speeds are low, and she definitely processes things faster, so it gives you a little bit more of a brighter hope that okay, she can do this. She is going to make it. Right? As parents, you want your kid to. You want to know the confidence that your kid's gonna survive when they get older. So that gives me as a dad a lot of confidence that okay, she understands, she gets it, she can follow directions. I think she's even made mac and cheese. I mean, there's been things that we were probably a little nervous about her doing. Oh, she can make eggs. I mean, so just for as a dad, those kind of things, right? She could feed herself now. We can do those things. She wears. I mean, like the wash is a good idea because she never wore that before. Now we can tell her to be home when you're out playing. Be home. She looks at her watch. She makes that connection. Where before, I don't think that connection was there. So the future, I mean, it definitely looks. There's less anxiety from a parent standpoint of. Okay, the third kid. Is the third kid going to make it? So that's given me a lot of confidence there.
And that was the biggest improvement for me. Just the struggle that we had at home, and
my God.
Just the struggle with our relationship, just in having to constantly remind and nag, and just my frustration with her, it changed our relationship. And that was the biggest benefit for us.
Well, it's been fun listening to all the great things that have happened to you. You certainly have a bright future.